This is Act 2, and we're going to be starting on Scene 1. So, Sophia, what's kind of going on? What's the gist?
Alright, so in Scene 1, the ships are arriving at Cyprus, and Othello hasn't quite arrived yet, but he's going to come soon. And the people on the first ship are Iago, Emilia, Desdemona, Roderigo, and Cassio. And they start making fun of women for whatever reason. And then Cassio takes Desdemona aside to, he's like, let's talk about your husband's arrival.
Whoa.
But he accidentally holds her hand when he's taking her aside to talk to her. And Iago was like, oh, I get evidence.
They were dapping each other out. They were like, phew. Now.
Alright,
yeah.
Scene 1 can't. And then the scene ends with Iago making a big speech about
kind of like
being in love with Desdemona, and how he also thinks that Othello slept with his wife.
Cheater! I knew that he was sleeping with my wife. Ugh! Back in my day.
Alright, and then Iago's like, I am going to get revenge on Othello. I'm going to use Cassio to drive Othello insane.
Whoa, secret plan. So Act 2, Scene 2, the 2-2. Guys, there's a crazy announcement, gang. So there's a party, right? I'm obviously the announcer. I'm chilling. I'm the best announcer. And they're celebrating Cyprus being saved from, the Turks. They're like, oh my gosh, finally, we're safe. And, celebrating Othello's marriage to Desdemona. They're like, yay, couple. But if I'm the best announcer, you want to like and subscribe, because we all know you're planning on doing it someday.
Someday.
Scene 3, what's going on?
So during the party, Cassio is on guard, and Iago comes up to him and, is accusing Desdemona. And then he gets Cassio drunk. Cassio at first is like, no, I can't drink. I don't drink. But then he drinks and he immediately gets super drunk. It's almost comical.
Was chugging.
And Cassio immediately runs up and gets in a fight with people, and he stabs this guy Montano. And then Othello immediately comes and he's like, what is happening?
Who started a fight? Who did it?
And Iago he tricks Othello. He's like, well, I kind of forgot what happened, but Cassio's a good guy. Cassio's a good guy.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And Othello falls for the trick. He's like, oh, you're just being nice to Cassio. I get it. Cassio, you're fired.
Wait, really? Yeah. Iago tells a distraught Cassio.
And then Iago's he's like, there, Cassio. There. You can talk to Desdemona to help get your job back. Why don't you go talk to Desdemona?
Okay, bet. So yeah, he talks to Desdemona.
And then he's like, Iago sees the irony. He's like, aha, I'm helping Cassio. I'm being nice to Cassio, but I'm really helping myself. And then he's because of that, it's gonna be easier if he's like, hey, Desdemona, Cassio is your husband's best friend. Who got fired? Why don't you ask Othello to rehire him? Hey, Cassio, why don't you go ask Desdemona? I know she'll ask Othello to help you.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But Scene 3 continued. What happens?
Alright, and then Iago ends the scene by saying, he's gonna have his wife Emilia speak to Desdemona on behalf of Cassio, and then he's gonna make sure that Othello sees Desdemona and Cassio together.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, let's go.